Okay, so I think we all know that the idea of like ditching the 9 to 5 and just living that nomadic life,
Yeah.
it just sounds amazing.
It does sound pretty good.
Right. But there's always that one question
Oh, yeah.
that pops up, which is,
How do you
how do you actually make money
make money?
while you're out there exploring? I know you've been kind of wrestling with that one yourself.
I have, yeah.
So when you sent me that blog post by Darren from Odyssey Camper, 11 ways to find nomadic work in 2025.
Yes.
I was like, okay,
It's,
we have to.
we have to talk about this.
This is important.
Yeah. It is the ultimate paradox, right?
Yes.
You want freedom and adventure.
Yeah.
But you still got to pay rent or pay for your campsite or,
Yeah.
buy food. But Darren's out there living the dream.
He is.
And his post, he updated it pretty recently, December 24th, 2024.
Wow.
So it's got lots of practical advice.
That's what's so cool about this, right?
Yeah.
It's not just some theoretical list. It's coming from somebody who's actually walked the walk.
Exactly.
The first thing that like jumped out at me
Okay.
was just the sheer variety of options he lays out.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like we're talking
Like
everything from remote gigs on Upwork
Uh-huh.
to seasonal jobs in the national parks through Coolworks and Xanterra.
Yeah, love those.
He even mentions house sitting through trustedhousesitters.com.
That's a good one.
It's amazing.
It really highlights, I think, how the landscape of work is changing.
Yes.
Remote work is opening up so many possibilities,
Yeah.
but it's not without its challenges.
Right.
You have to have reliable internet access.
Yes.
Absolutely essential for digital nomads.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And that's not always a given.
Right.
If you're off the beaten path, off the grid.
It's easy to get caught up in those Instagram-worthy photos
Yes.
of nomads working from paradise.
Yeah.
And forget about the practicalities.
Absolutely.
Like Darren himself talks about finding work wherever he happens to be.
Right.
Even if it means helping other van lifers
Interesting.
with their electrical systems or their solar setups
I like that.
at these van gatherings he goes to.
That's super resourceful.
I know.
And it brings up a crucial question, I think, for you listening.
Yeah.
What skills
What do you
have
Yeah.
that would be valuable on the road?
Right.
It might not be something that you've traditionally thought of as work,
Right.
but there's likely something you can offer, whether it's writing, photography,
Yeah.
web design, or even like cooking or gardening.
Absolutely.
Those kinds of things.
That's where the whole transferable skills thing comes in.
Yes.
It's thinking creatively
Exactly.
and seeing the potential in what you already know.
Absolutely. You might be surprised at how those seemingly unrelated skills
Yeah.
can become your ticket to
Yeah.
nomadic life.
So one detail that I really liked from Darren's post was the anecdote
Okay.
about working with a Serbian engineer
Wow.
on a project through Upwork.
That's cool.
I mean, that's incredible.
It really is.
It really paints this picture of this global network of collaborators all connected through the internet.
That's so amazing.
Amazing, right?
It really speaks to the potential for connection and collaboration that this lifestyle offers.
Yeah.
You could be sitting in a national park, right, working on a project with someone on the other side of the world.
I know.
The possibilities are mind-blowing.
It kind of makes the world feel a little bit smaller, doesn't it?
It does.
But it's also a reminder that even with all this freedom and flexibility, you still need to approach it with a certain level of professionalism.
Oh, absolutely.
And reliability.
Yeah.
You're building your reputation.
Totally. You're building a reputation just like you would in any work environment.
Yeah.
And speaking of building a solid foundation,
Okay.
Darren emphasizes working proactively.
Yes.
Not waiting until you're like
Right.
desperate for cash.
Totally. Yeah.
He's got this great analogy
Okay.
of a travel battery that needs to be constantly topped up.
I love that.
It's such a simple
Yeah.
but effective way to think about it.
I know.
You don't want to be stressed about money
Right.
while you're trying to enjoy the freedom of travel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Financial stability,
Yeah.
even on a smaller scale,
Right.
gives you that peace of mind
Yeah.
to fully embrace the experience.
Totally.
And that's ultimately what we all want when we envision this nomadic lifestyle.
Right.
To live freely, explore the world
Yeah.
without the weight of financial worry holding us back.
So, okay, we talked about the online platforms like Upwork.
Yeah.
But Darren doesn't limit himself
Right.
to just the digital world.
No.
He also mentions Coolworks, which focuses specifically on those seasonal gigs,
Yes.
especially in the national parks.
It's like living the dream.
I know, getting paid to work in nature.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Coolworks is a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to immerse themselves in breathtaking landscapes.
Yeah.
And they offer a surprising range of positions, from park ranger roles to hospitality jobs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And some of them are incredibly remote locations, too.
That's right.
Like those fire lookout towers we were just talking about.
I love those.
I know. And then there's Antera.
Yeah.
They manage concessions in some pretty iconic spots, too.
They do.
Crazy.
Xantera is a fascinating one. They handle lodging, food service, retail, even transportation.
Wow.
In places like Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone,
Crazy.
the Grand Canyon.
It's like stepping into a history book and having a job at the same time.
It's amazing.
Like, can you imagine telling people you work in Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
That's a conversation starter.
It is. And the types of jobs they offer are really diverse.
Okay.
From interpretive guides to hospitality staff. There's even more technical roles.
Oh, wow.
Like HVAC technicians at the Grand Canyon.
That's so interesting because it shows that even if you don't have like a traditional outdoorsy background, there could still be a place for you.
There could be.
In these incredible locations.
Exactly. And it seems like they often give preference to people who are already in their system.
Interesting.
So landing one position could open doors to others down the road.
Okay, so we've covered online work and national park gigs. But what about something totally different?
Okay.
Darren also talks about trustedhousesitters.com.
Oh, yeah, Trusted House Sitters.
Which connects homeowners with people who are willing to look after their homes and their pets while they're away.
Yeah.
It's like a win-win, right?
It is. It is.
Homeowners get peace of mind knowing that their property is being looked after.
Yeah.
And nomads get a comfortable, often free,
sometimes even paid,
place to stay in potentially amazing locations.
It's true.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a great way to experience different lifestyles, too.
I know.
And maybe even make some furry friends along the way.
Sometimes you even get paid for house sitting.
That's right, you do.
It's definitely a unique way to combine travel with earning potential.
Yeah.
And it offers a different kind of stability and comfort.
It does.
Compared to some of the other options we've discussed.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic option for those who enjoy a little more routine and want to like really settle into a place for a while. And it highlights the importance of being open to different possibilities and thinking outside the box when it comes to nomadic work.
Totally, totally.
Yeah.
So many options.
I know.
Wow.
One of the things I really appreciate about Darren's approach is his honesty.
Yeah.
He's been freelancing and juggling different income streams for like 25 years.
Wow.
So he knows what it takes to make this lifestyle work.
Yeah.
And he doesn't sugarcoat it.
Right.
Nomadic work requires hustle, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty.
It's not just painting this picture of endless relaxation on the beach.
Not at all.
Right.
You gotta hustle.
Yeah, you gotta hustle.
He's upfront about the challenges.
He is.
And he emphasizes the need to be proactive.
Absolutely.
Especially if your income isn't super consistent.
Especially that.
He even says you should work whenever you can.
Right. Which is such a
crucial mindset shift.
It is,
for a lot of people. We're so used to this idea of separating work and leisure.
Right.
But for a nomad, those lines become blurred.
Totally.
It's about integrating work into your life in a way that allows you to sustain your travels.
I love how he frames it as keeping your travel battery topped up. It's like you're constantly recharging your ability to explore and experience new things.
I think that that's such a brilliant analogy.
I know.
It really captures
the
essence of what it means to be a successful nomad.
Yeah.
You need to be constantly generating income, even if it's through smaller gigs or projects to fuel your adventures.
And that proactive approach doesn't just apply to finding paid work.
Right.
Darren also talks about the importance of constantly learning and expanding your skill set.
Yeah.
He mentions how his background in electronics,
interesting,
which you might think is unrelated to travel, has actually helped him connect with other van lifers.
Oh, wow.
And even earn money on the road.
That's a really powerful example.
It is.
Of how investing in yourself can pay off in unexpected ways.
It's true.
You never know when a seemingly random skill might become your unique selling proposition in the nomadic world.
Totally, yeah.
It could be anything from photography to writing to language skills. Those things can open up a whole world of possibilities.
It's like you're building this toolkit.
I love that.
Of valuable assets that you can use to navigate the nomadic lifestyle.
Totally.
And create opportunities for yourself wherever you go.
And it ties back to that theme of resourcefulness we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
It's about being creative, adaptable, and always willing to learn new things.
It's funny because this advice about being proactive and keeping that travel battery charged isn't just relevant for nomads.
That's true.
It's a valuable mindset, I think.
I think so too.
For anyone who wants to live a more fulfilling life and a more financially secure life, no matter where they choose to call home.
Absolutely. It's about taking ownership of your future and being willing to put in the effort to create the life you want.
Totally.
And that's something we can all learn from, whether we're dreaming of hitting the open road or simply looking for more freedom and flexibility in our current lives.
Okay, so we've talked about the mindset and the importance of being proactive.
Yes.
But what about the actual nuts and bolts of finding work?
Yeah.
Darren gets into some really specific platforms and resources that can help connect nomads with opportunities.
Let's talk about those.
Yeah.
He dives into some really interesting options.
Yeah.
In addition to the more well-known platforms like Upwork and Coolworks.
Yeah.
He mentions some more specialized sites that cater to specific skills or interests.
All right, let's talk about those.
Okay.
One that caught my eye was Dynamite Jobs.
Dynamite Jobs.
Yeah. They seem to curate higher quality remote work opportunities.
They do.
And their interface is super user-friendly.
It is very user-friendly.
I thought so too.
Dynamite Jobs is a great option for those who are serious about finding long-term remote work.
Right.
They vet the companies and positions very carefully.
That's good.
And the fact that companies pay a monthly fee to list their jobs gives you a higher level of confidence that they're legitimate and actively hiring.
Because let's be honest, with so many online platforms popping up
left and right,
it can be hard to know which ones are actually worth your time and energy.
It's true.
So that kind of quality control is really valuable.
Absolutely. And then there's We Work Remotely, which is fantastic for people with skills in areas like software engineering, marketing, customer support, design, and writing.
They got a lot of different...
They do, and they even list overseas employers.
Oh, wow.
Which is great for nomads who are venturing beyond North America.
That global reach is really important.
It is.
Because it opens up so many more possibilities.
So many.
And it speaks to this larger trend of work becoming increasingly location independent.
Absolutely. It's exciting to see how these platforms are connecting talent with opportunities all over the world.
Right.
It's truly breaking down geographical barriers and redefining what it means to go to work.
Now, for those who are interested in becoming virtual assistants, Darren mentions Fancy Hands.
Fancy Hands,
They connect users with VAs who can handle a wide range of tasks.
They do.
From scheduling appointments to making travel arrangements.
Yeah, it's a great option for people who are highly organized and have a knack for multitasking.
And it could be a really fulfilling way to help busy entrepreneurs or executives streamline their lives.
Streamline, I like that.
I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
We all have those tasks that we dread.
Oh, yeah.
Or that just eat up our time.
Absolutely.
Having a virtual assistant can free you up.
It can.
To focus on the things that really matter.
Right.
Whether it's growing your business or simply enjoying your free time.
Exactly. And for the virtual assistants themselves, it's a flexible way to earn income while potentially building long-term relationships with clients.
Now, if you're looking for a more comprehensive platform that offers a mix of remote, flexible, and temporary jobs, FlexJobs is worth checking out.
FlexJobs,
I like FlexJobs.
They're great.
Because they vet all of their listings. To ensure they're legitimate and offer some level of flexibility.
Whether it's remote work, freelance projects, or part-time positions.
Yeah.
They have a really wide range of jobs.
Yeah, I noticed that.
From entry-level to professional.
Right.
And they even have a handy feature that lets you search for jobs by location.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is perfect for nomads who are targeting specific areas.
So useful.
Right.
And they even allow you to filter for full-time telecommute jobs.
Yes.
Which are, of course,
Of course.
location independent by nature.
Yeah. It's all about having options and finding the right fit for your skills and lifestyle.
And, of course, we can't forget about
What?
the good old standby.
Oh, yeah. Craigslist.
Craigslist, I know.
Craigslist might seem
Right.
a little old school these days.
Like that.
But it can still be a valuable resource for nomads.
It can?
You can find everything from campground jobs to freelance gigs.
Yeah.
And the ability to search by specific metro areas or regions makes it particularly useful for those who are on the move.
It's like a local treasure hunt.
I know.
You never know what gems you might uncover.
Exactly.
It's a reminder that opportunities are everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're willing to look beyond the obvious and be open to exploring different avenues.
Speaking of exploring different avenues.
Yes.
Darren also mentions contacting campgrounds directly.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He says, some campgrounds will exchange work for a free campsite.
Really?
Or offer discounts for reviews.
Oh, wow.
That's a great option, I think.
Yeah.
For people who enjoy being outdoors and are comfortable with more hands-on work.
I like that.
It's like combining your passion for travel with a little bit of community service.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic way to save money on accommodation.
It is.
While potentially learning new skills or meeting interesting people.
It's a win-win.
I know.
And it's a reminder that sometimes the most rewarding experiences come from being resourceful and putting yourself out there.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From online platforms to seasonal jobs to more unconventional routes.
Right.
Like house sitting and campground work.
Yeah.
But I think what really ties it all together is Darren's emphasis on mindset and work philosophy.
Absolutely.
He doesn't just tell you how to find work.
Right.
He also encourages you to think about why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And how to create a sustainable and fulfilling lifestyle on the road.
Absolutely. And that's what makes his advice so valuable. He's not just offering quick fixes.
Right.
He's helping you build a foundation for a long-term nomadic journey.
Okay, so we've spent the last couple parts of this episode really getting into Darren's advice from his Odyssey Camper blog post.
Yeah.
11 ways to find nomadic work in 2025.
Oh, it's a good stuff.
We talked about being proactive.
Yes.
Keeping that travel battery charged.
Keep it topped up.
And having the right mindset.
Mindset is key.
Well, let's get down to the specifics.
Yeah, let's do it.
Darren gives us a whole toolbox.
It does.
Of actual platforms and resources
Amazing.
to help us find work on the road.
All right, let's unpack those.
Yeah.
We've touched on some already.
Yeah.
Upwork, Coolworks, Xanterra, trustedhousesitters.com.
Right.
But I think it's worth exploring what makes each one unique.
Yeah.
And who they might be best suited for.
Totally. So Upwork.
Upwork.
It's practically a household name these days for freelancers.
Yeah, it is.
What makes it a good fit for the nomadic lifestyle specifically?
Well, for starters, Upwork is globally accessible.
Yeah.
As long as you have an internet connection,
Right.
you can connect with clients all over the world.
Yeah?
Just like Darren did with that Serbian engineer.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Right. It really breaks down those geographical barriers.
It does, yeah.
And allows you to tap into a much wider pool of opportunities.
It's amazing to think you could be in a completely different country and still be working with someone back home or on the other side of the world.
Exactly.
And what's great about Upwork is that it caters to a huge range of skills.
That does.
From writing and editing to web development, graphic design, virtual assistants, you name it.
If you have a marketable skill, you can probably find gigs on Upwork.
That ties back to what we were saying.
Yes.
About transferable skills.
Exactly.
You might be surprised what you can offer.
It's true.
Even if it's not something you've considered a career before.
Right. Like you might have to think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah.
Upwork can be a great way to test the waters.
Right.
And see what kind of work resonates with you.
Of course, like any platform.
Sure.
It has its drawbacks.
Yeah.
It can be quite competitive.
It can.
And the fees can eat into your earnings.
Yeah, that's true.
But for nomads who value flexibility
Yeah.
and the ability to work with a variety of clients.
Variety's the spice of life.
It's definitely worth exploring.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's shift gears.
Okay.
And talk about Coolworks.
Coolworks.
This one feels like a dream for nature lovers.
It does.
Who want to get paid to live and work in some of the most beautiful places on Earth.
I know. Like national parks.
Yes.
Coolworks is all about seasonal jobs.
Right.
Primarily in those breathtaking national parks.
Yeah.
And other outdoor settings.
You could find yourself working as a park ranger.
You could.
A guide. Or even in hospitality.
Yeah.
They even have listings for those really remote positions.
Yes.
Like fire lookouts.
I know.
Which appeal to nomads seeking solitude.
Right.
And a deep connection with nature.
Yeah. It's like getting paid.
I know.
To have an adventure.
Amazing.
But it's important to note
Yeah.
that these positions are often seasonal.
Right.
So it requires some planning and flexibility to create a sustainable income stream.
Right. It's not a set it and forget it type of gig.
Not really.
You might need to piece together several seasonal jobs throughout the year.
Yeah.
Or combine them with other income sources.
Exactly.
Like freelancing or remote work.
Good point.
Speaking of iconic locations.
Yes.
We can't forget about Xanterra.
Oh, Xanterra.
They operate in some pretty incredible spots, too.
They do.
Crazy.
Xanterra is fascinating.
Okay.
Because they handle those concessions in places like Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, and even the Grand Canyon.
It's like stepping back in time.
I know.
And getting a behind-the-scenes look at these historical landmarks.
It's amazing.
What kind of jobs do they typically offer?
Their listings are really diverse.
Okay.
You might find roles as interpretive guides, hospitality staff, or even skilled trades.
Really?
Like HVAC technicians.
Whoa.
So even if you don't have a traditional outdoorsy background, there could still be a place for you at one of these amazing locations.
It's really cool how they offer a mix of seasonal and year-round positions.
Yeah. And, like we mentioned earlier, they tend to give preference to people who are already in their system. So landing one position could open doors to others.
That's a good tip. Down the line.
Right.
All right, let's talk about something a little different.
Okay.
TrustedHouseSitters.com.
Trusted House Sitters.
This one feels like a great option. For those who want a bit more stability and comfort on the road.
It's a brilliant concept.
I know.
TrustedHouseSitters.com connects homeowners who are going away with reliable people who are willing to look after their homes and pets while they're gone.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
It is.
Because the homeowners get peace of mind.
Yes.
And the nomads get a comfortable and often free place to stay in potentially amazing locations.
I love the idea of experiencing different homes and lifestyles.
I know, me too.
In various parts of the world.
Yeah.
And it seems particularly well suited to those who enjoy a bit more routine.
Yeah.
And like the idea of settling into a place for a while.
Exactly. It's not for everyone.
Right.
But it's a fantastic option for nomads who appreciate a bit of domesticity.
Yeah.
And the chance to really get to know a place.
Right. And sometimes you even get paid for it.
Sometimes you do.
It's a reminder that there are so many different ways
I know.
to make this lifestyle work.
Yeah.
And it's really about finding what resonates with you.
Right.
And your individual needs and preferences.
Couldn't agree more.
Now, in addition to those bigger platforms, Darren also highlights some more specialized ones that cater to specific skills or interests.
Let's hear about those.
Yes. Dynamite Jobs stood out to me.
Dynamite Jobs,
They seem to have a really focused approach to remote work.
They do.
Curating higher quality opportunities.
They do. They have a very user-friendly interface.
Yeah.
And they provide detailed descriptions of both the roles and the companies.
And the fact that companies pay a monthly fee to list their jobs means they're serious about finding the right people.
They are.
That can be really reassuring.
It can.
When you're navigating this sometimes overwhelming world.
Oh, it is overwhelming.
Of online job boards.
Yeah.
You want to know that you're investing your time and energy in legitimate opportunities.
Absolutely. And then there's We Work Remotely, which is a go-to resource for those with skills in areas like software engineering, marketing, customer support, design, and writing.
Wow.
They even have a good number of listings
for positions
outside of North America.
That's great for nomads.
It is.
who are looking to expand their horizons
Yeah.
and work with companies in different parts of the world.
It really does.
It really opens up the possibilities.
Yeah.
Definitely. And for those who are highly organized and enjoy helping others, Darren mentions fancy hands.
Fancy hands, yeah.
They connect users with virtual assistants who can handle a wide range of administrative tasks.
Lots of different tasks.
From scheduling appointments to managing social media accounts.
Yeah, it seems like a great option.
It does.
For people who enjoy variety in their work and like the idea of supporting different clients with different needs.
And it can be a really rewarding way to build your skills and gain experience in different industries.
Absolutely.
And if you're looking for a platform that offers a bit of everything, remote work, flexible jobs, temporary gigs, FlexJobs is a great resource.
I love FlexJobs.
I do too.
Because they vet all of their listings to ensure that they're legitimate and offer some level of flexibility, whether it's remote work, freelance projects, or part-time positions. They have a really wide range of jobs.
They do.
From entry-level to professional, and they make it easy to search by location or type of work.
They even have a specific filter.
Yes, they do.
For full-time telecommute jobs.
Yes.
Which is perfect for digital nomads.
For sure.
Who want to work from anywhere in the world.
It's all about having options.
Yeah.
And FlexJobs definitely gives you that.
And of course, we can't forget about the tried and true.
Oh, yeah.
Craigslist.
Craigslist, I know.
Craigslist might seem a bit old school.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it can still be a goldmine for nomads.
It can.
Especially for those who are looking for local gigs or short-term work in specific areas.
It's a great way to get a feel for the local job market and potentially connect with people in the area.
That's a good point.
You can find everything from campground jobs to freelance gigs to odd jobs that can help you earn some extra cash.
It's like a local treasure hunt.
I know.
You never know what you're going to find.
You never know.
And finally, Darren mentions contacting campgrounds directly.
Oh, that's smart.
Some campgrounds will offer work in exchange for a free campsite.
Really?
Or discounted stays.
That's cool.
That's a fantastic option, I think.
Yeah.
For those who are comfortable with more hands-on work and enjoy being outdoors.
It is.
You could find yourself helping with maintenance, cleaning, or even leading activities.
That's fun.
It's a great way to immerse yourself in the campground community.
It is.
And experience a different side.
A different side.
Of nomadic life.
It is.
So as you can see, Darren's list covers a wide spectrum of options for finding nomadic work.
Absolutely.
There's really something for everyone.
I think so.
Whether you're a tech-savvy freelancer, a nature-loving adventurer, or someone who enjoys a mix of different experiences.
The key is to do your research.
Yeah.
Identify your skills and interests.
Right.
And be open to exploring different avenues.
I like that.
And remember, it's not just about finding any job.
Right.
It's about finding work that aligns with your values, your goals, and your vision for your nomadic lifestyle.
Darren's advice is a reminder. That nomadic work isn't just a pipe dream.
No.
It's a tangible reality. For those who are willing to put in the effort, be resourceful and embrace the unknown.
I love that.
It's about creating a life of freedom and adventure, fueled by your passions and your willingness to explore the world on your own terms.
And remember, this advice isn't just for those who are hitting the road full time. The principles of proactivity, adaptability, and lifelong learning are valuable for anyone who wants to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life wherever they choose to call home.
So if you're feeling inspired to explore the world of nomadic work, take Darren's words to heart.
Yes.
Keep that travel battery topped up.
Keep it topped up.
Be open to new experiences. And don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone.
That's how you grow.
Who knows what amazing opportunities are waiting for you?
I know.
Just around the bend.
So many possibilities.